Over the weekend, I got called a conspiracy theorist again. Over the last 18 months, this phrase has been bandied around. Usually the people deploying it are the intellectually lazy who are incapable of independent critical thinking and who just basically parrot whatever the BBC happens to say on a subject, and then they pretend to be intellectual because they're hugging this consensus. Anyway, I just thought I'd do a very quick video for you about some of these conspiracy theories that have turned out to be spoiler alerts. So the first one, if we go back to February 2020, if you said that the old Kung Flu at this stage might have been created in a lab and escaped from the Wuhan Institute of Virology, you would have been labelled a conspiracy theorist, wouldn't you? Yeah, that's right, you would have been. But now, of course, it's different, isn't it? If in March 2020 you believed that 3 weeks to flatten the curve, do you remember that from Boris Johnson? That it might end up leading to endless cycles of restrictions on freedoms and liberties, you were labelled at that time a conspiracy theorist. You wouldn't be labelled that today, would you? If in November 2020 you said that governments might make you show a passport to enter a restaurant or a pub, you were laughed at, weren't you? Oh, they wouldn't do that. You're one of those tinfoil hat conspiracy theorists, aren't you? Ha ha ha, look at him, how stupid. If in December 2020 you believed that governments might keep us locked down for another 6 months, even after all the vulnerable people were medicated in society, with the you-know-what, you'd have been labelled at that time a conspiracy theorist. Oh no, the government they'll always look out for us. They would never do anything like that. It's not Russia. Yeah, if in January 2021 you believed that 2 deep doses of the sheep dip wouldn't be the end of it, and that they would be hassling you to take the sheep dip every 3 months for the rest of your life, and stuff like no sheep dip, no regular sheep dip on your passport, no allowing you to go on skiing holidays, well, again, you'd have been laughed at. Oh, you stupid tinfoil hatter. If by June 2021 you believed that the government would announce mandates in the National Health Service and for care workers, no sheep dip, no job, again, people would have you'd just been ridiculed. This is Britain, of course. You don't really think that they would do that, would you? Well, anyway, that's what they did, didn't they? You have to revisit that one. You were wrong, weren't you? By September 2021, if you said that the government would use the threat of, or some governments would use the threat of fines and prison sentences if you don't pay the fine, effectively making it illegal to reject the sheep dip, again, people would have said, well, no, that would never happen in Europe. We've got human rights in the European Union. It would be against the Nuremberg Code. It would be against basic human rights legislation. Well, all of these things have happened, haven't they? So to those that were using the phrase conspiracy theorist to try to, as a substitute for an inability to argue, well, you're gonna have to rethink it, and the joke is definitely on you. And the final thing that I would say about this is that I think many of those people, I think there would be a correlation, in fact, between the people that were smearing others as conspiracy theorists with those that have ended up getting triple rooster boosted with the you-know-what. And, sadly, it's just becoming more and more obvious now that those that got rooster boosted took the poison, took the sheep dip because, you went for the short-term easy option of just going along with it all. Well, your actions are going to have consequences. Your actions are going to come home to roost, aren't they? And you're just going to have to accept that, as I used to say when I was a teacher to kids, you can't change the past. Sometimes you do silly things and you just have to suck it up. You just have to suck those consequences up. So, the final thing that I would say is that I hope for some of the people that I know who took the sheep dip. I just really hope that they had some of the placebos that were thrown in. I really do hope that. But I suspect, well, it's already the case, isn't it? I suspect for many people that there has been no way back for them. Anyway, yeah, God bless to you all, to those people. I really hope that things work out as well as they can possibly work out for you. Okay, God bless.